When you think of an invisible creature, what comes to mind? A ghost? A spirit? Maybe a ninja? Well, there are actually animals that can turn invisible, or at least become very difficult to see. So difficult, in fact, that some have even fooled scientists. So get ready to learn about some creatures that can turn invisible. One would be the glasswing, also known as the ghost of the jungle. This insect gets its name because its wings are so thin and transparent that they allow us to see through them. But that's not all. The see-through undersides of their bodies help hide their outlines, making them almost invisible to the naked eye when they land on leaves the same color as their back. Scientists have actually created a scale to measure how invisible an insect is by how well it blends in with its surroundings. And this little guy is almost off the charts. Another nearly invisible animal is the white-throated needletail. This bird has a very specific menu. It eats only tiny insects that it finds while hovering in midair. And its thin, pointed beak makes it perfect for catching those tasty morsels out of the sky. Its body shape also helps it be almost invisible to its prey while it's hunting. But there is one part of its body that isn't as opaque as the rest: its tail feathers. They're a brilliant white, which is why it's called the white-throated needletail. Those white feathers make it easy for scientists to track it in the sky and study it while it's hunting. But no invisible animal is more famous than the chameleon. These reptiles are masters of disguise, able to change their skin color to match their surroundings in a matter of minutes. They do this by controlling specialized cells called chromatophores that contain colorful pigments. When the chameleon wants to change color, it sends signals to these cells, causing them to expand or contract. This changes how much of the pigment they reflect, making them lighter or darker, and creating all sorts of patterns and colors. They can even change the texture of their skin, making it bumpy or smooth, depending on what they want to look like. And this helps them camouflage themselves, sneak up on their prey, or communicate with other chameleons. Now, even though we have studied these animals and learned lots of cool things about them, there's still one thing we don't understand about all of them. Even when they turn invisible, we still see their eyes. But maybe that's just because they haven't gotten the memo that they're supposed to be invisible. Now, if you want to learn more about animals, check out the link below. And remember, you are one step closer to being an expert.